Mama will bring the police with her. Juanita will probably have them on her payroll. What's going to happen to me?
I think that's fairly obvious, don't you? So tell me, Teresa, are you ready to die? It's a lovely night for it. It's nice, isn't it? When I was young, I was so frightened of guns. Now they seem like old friends. It gives a sense of confidence to know that wherever you go, you carry death with you.
Please don't kill me. Leave me alone. Just leave my family alone. We don't deserve your anger. We have suffered enough already.
What do you know about suffering?
A lot. When I was very young, my father just disappeared. We didn't know if he was dead or alive. But my mother, she just had this hope that one day he would return, and you know what? He did. A few years ago, he had run off with another woman and had been living with her for all of those years.
Pilar must have been heartbroken.
She was. She was all alone. She had no money. She had to work 2, sometimes 3 jobs a week to put food on the table. She had to send her daughter away to live with her aunt because she couldn't take care of her.
The same aunt who died recently?
The one you killed, along with her children.
Oh, your younger sister should consider herself lucky. She didn't have to be raised by your monster mother. How typical. Typical of selfish Pilar to give away one of her own children.
My mother did not want to give her away. Okay, it nearly killed her to do it, but she had to because she wanted her to have a better life. And then there is my oldest brother. He was killed. And she never got over that.
I didn't know Pilar had lost a child.
She did. I thought she would die of grief. My mother has suffered more than you could possibly know. She has had more than her share of pain and heartache. Please, just give up this idea of revenge. Please let me go. My family has had enough trouble already, and things are finally starting to look up. Don't take away our happiness, not when it's finally become possible.
Your family's happiness has never been one of my priorities. Just the opposite, as a matter of fact.
Killing us does not make sense.
It does to me. Now, what else has happened to your family? Tell me about you.
I had the chance to live my dream. And you came into our lives. After years and years, I had this chance to be a family with the man that I love. The father of my children. Please don't take that away from me. Please don't destroy our lives. Please don't kill my family, because we have suffered enough, and it will not bring your family back.
Your papa, how long was he gone?
For over 20 years.
And your older brother, how did he die?
He was on an airplane and it blew up. It was deliberate.
By whom?
This evil man.
Huh. Smart girl, Teresa. You realize that once I have the names, I can track your family so much easier. No matter. I will get the names and addresses out of you or your mother with a little friendly persuasion.
Please. Please change your mind. I mean, you are going after a family that has suffered so much already.
Tell me about this man you're in love with.
What do you want to know about him?
Well, you told me about him before I knew who you were. Tell me, how is it that you're not with the man after having 2 children by him?
It's a long story. I actually found out recently that he was the father of my son.
Why did you not know?
It's part of that long story.
I have time. And you have some left. Amuse me. Tell me your story. All of it.
All of it.
Perhaps you could convince me to spare you.
Okay. I guess it started when I was a little girl. And I saw his photo in a magazine. And it was love at first sight. And just when I thought everything was perfect, the man's ex-wife and mother got into the act.
The woman who kept calling me.
Yeah, I bet you she said some pretty nasty things about Mexicans.
She proved herself both rude and ignorant.
Somehow, she and her daughter found out about you and Mama, and ever since then they've been blackmailing me. They used you to force me to back away from the man that I love so that his ex-wife can get him back. Now he believes these lies that they forced me to tell him. You know, he thinks that I'm cold and heartless and unfeeling. And that's why if you could just give up your vendetta, well, then I can go to him and I can clear everything up and, you know, we can be a family. We can be together with our children.
That's it?
Yeah.
That is quite a story.
I've been through hell the last 8 years.
I can see that.
You do?
Oh, yes, Teresa. I have a much deeper understanding of you now.
I knew you would. I mean, you understand love, right? You understand the power of love, so you know how desperate I am not to lose it.
Yes. I understand everything a great deal better.
I knew it. We had a heart-to-heart, and you understand.
Yes, my dear. I understand.
Then it's over.
Soon. What I understand is that your mother raised an exact clone of herself. Like Pilar, you are a lying, scheming slut, and you deserve to die. Vicious and depraved. Just like your mother. Death is too good for you.
I just poured my heart out to you.
Yes. You told me you stole another woman's fiancé and caused her to lose her baby, killed it. And then you stole her chance for another one.
That wasn't my fault.
Did I miss something? Did you or did you not steal this woman's embryo? Did you or did you not disguise yourself as this woman and then drug her fiancé so that he would sleep with you and get you pregnant?
When you put it like that, yeah, it does sound bad.
It is bad. You know, that story alone would convince me that you weren't fit to walk on this planet. But there's more. Let's see. You got so drunk that you thought you had married this man you supposedly love's former father and were pregnant with his child. But then when you found out that the boy was actually your lover's son, did you tell him the truth? That he has another child by you? No.
It was impossible.
But wait. There's more. To wreak your revenge, You married this man you love's former grandfather, a man you hate. Simply for his money and power.
It was not like that.
It was exactly like that. The only difference between you and a cheap whore on the street is the price. Oh, you have made this so much easier for me. You know, even if there were no connection between our families, I would be doing a public service sending you to the grave. If you are typical of Pilar's children, then you are all rotting apples fallen from the same poison tree. You all deserve to die. And it will give me great pleasure to kill each and every one of you. Think of it as a goodwill gesture promoting harmony between Mexico and the United States.
You got this all wrong, okay? I'm nothing like that.
Your own words convicted you. Or are you telling me now that you were lying?
No, it's just your interpretation.
No. You cannot justify your sick history now. You are just like your mother. She tried to justify what she did to me. But you see, life does not work that way. You cannot change hard facts.
My mother said it was an accident.
An accident? Your mother came after my husband, the only man I ever loved. And she seduced him.
No.
Yes, she seduced him and she had sex with him. And then she killed him in cold blood.
No, not my mother.
Your mother is like some sick spider. She used my Carlos for sex. And then when she was done, she killed him.
No, not my mother. She lives by the teachings of the church.
Your mother is the devil. And that is not all. After she killed my Carlos, she brought in the police. They stormed this estate. They opened fire. Everyone, my whole family, my children, killed. Every flower in the garden was red with their blood.
It's not what my mother told me.
She lied. She always lies. I should kill you right now. What do you think of that? I would love to see Pilar's face when she sees her precious daughter lying in a pool of her own blood. Oh, wouldn't that be a pretty welcome for her?
No, please. God, please don't do this.
I think you will fit in nicely with that group down in hell. Goodbye, Teresa.
No!
No. You're right. Now is not the right time. I will wait until Pilar arrives. Can't wait to see the look on her face when I shoot you in front of her eyes.
You know what? She's not gonna come here. She's too smart. She's gonna realize that this is a trap.
I doubt that, sweetheart. You see, I know how a mother's heart works. Right now, Pilar is desperate to save you. Now, if she sat down and thought about what I said, she'd know I was lying. You see, she is living on hope. She is praying that I will live up to my bargain. Your life for hers. Pilar. I hope she's not too surprised when I kill you both. What are you doing?
I'm praying that my mother stays home. She always taught us that our prayers are answered somehow.
She may be right. Mine are being answered right now. I have you, and soon I will have your mother. Oh! Right on cue. Good evening, Pilar. Oh, yes, Teresa is just fine. As soon as you get here, I will release her in exchange for you.
It's a trap, Mama!
It's too late. I hung up before you said anything. She didn't hear your warning. Pilar is in town, Teresa. And she'll be here soon, just as I planned. With 2 house guests. I can't wait for you to see the hospitality for which I've become famous.
No!